My name is Andrew Moran. I'm the technical director of Found. Yeah, so right now our film is an interactive virtual reality experience that is called Found. And what it is, it's basically a little piece with fantastical elements where you jump between scenes. And basically what virtual reality enables you to do is create this kind of sense, they call it telepresence. You basically put yourself in a whole new world, and in a way where you, with technology now, with a headset that basically covers your peripherals, where even though you're putting on this headset and it covers your eyes, the screen is so close to your face that you can't even realize. A good example is frames for your glasses. It's so close to your face that you don't even see the frames on your glasses, and instead of seeing a transparent, through your lens, whether it's sunglasses, it's actually an LCD, it's like a screen. And that screen could be, in a way, a simulation of a whole new world that you want to showcase. For Found specifically, what we did is create this fantastical world that enables not only nice cinematic elements that are very passive, but also interactive with motion controllers that allows you to, in a way, influence the scene and have some really cool user experience tactics. Working in a VR space, something you have to put into perspective is you're not limited to a 2D screen that's always in front of you. In a way, you have to consider all your surroundings in a 360 space. And that enables you to kind of think of not only just a single frame of a shot, but also, in a way, a frame of the world. What's happening to your left, what's happening to your right, in addition to where me as a user should be looking. And where should I be focusing on? So that's why you have some really interesting techniques that you want to portray to really, in a way, motivate the user or fascinate them to look at certain areas and guide them. One is having certain features of gameplay elements, like when you have a certain character emerge from a corner, you play with lighting, have the spotlight that kind of follows that character when he goes from the right to the left, and also especially audio. Because audio, sometimes you want things to happen that is not necessarily in your field of view. So you play a sound that's technically behind you, one of the natural instincts is to look behind you. So it's just playing with those different techniques that encompass a 360 space as opposed to traditional cinema where you could kind of cheat by just using everything in that field of view of that single frame that's technically in front of you. Sound, just like any kind of natural 3D setting, sound enables you to really give you a sense of spatial awareness. When you are, say, standing here versus if it's like a nature-filled scene, when I hear trees or leaves falling, I want to distinguish how far away that tree is, or when wind blows, we're kind of thinking where that trajectory of where that wind is going from right to left. It gives me a sense of mainly spatial awareness. And on top of that, not only, as I mentioned before, where it can kind of guide me as a user or someone in the audience knowing where I should look, it kind of gives you more of, in a way, a more natural feeling of what that scene should be and feel like I'm actually there. With 3D audio, you can not only interpolate from like right to left, but also have some really cool effects with acoustics. What if I am in a cave, and how should echoes really play into this? And there's really cool techniques that are happening on the technical side where we're trying to mimic spatial audio, but also how that plays with occlusion. What happens when a character goes in front of you when they're coming from a waterfall? How do the echoes really play into how it affects my hearing? And there's a lot of many other things that you should account for when you really want to make 3D audio as realistic as the real world. Yeah, I've tried many different headsets, and with these ones, I could definitely feel I want to say, I've used Turtle Beach before personally as a gaming platform. We were playing with my Xbox even back in the day, and knowing that now we're trying to bridge this gap of going into VR, and knowing that audio is very important, knowing that I think having that foundation that has played with gaming and infusing that with something that's, playing with the acoustics and something that's, naturally fitting, good form factor, but also something could be easily plugged into your headset and something that could be, in a way, just more comfortable. working, just putting on your headset and just letting the audio kind of speak for itself, rather than worrying about breaking that immersion where everything looks good. I have this really cool mapping of when I turn my head, everything renders properly. But if the audio isn't there, it kind of breaks that immersion. I feel like I'm just watching a screen versus, oh wow, I actually feel like I'm there. So again, having that audio and what Turtle Beach provides with the good acoustics enables you to feel like you're there.